Doing well. I actually wanted to make a short video for one particular person. We had a conversation recently. For the sake of secrecy, I'll call it Mrs. Honey. So, Mrs. Honey, I actually wanted to make a short video specifically for you. When we last spoke, you said you were going to have an opportunity to go to Neiman Marcus. You said you were in the market looking for a little something. So, I wanted to make a few suggestions that I think you generally would like. Based on the last bit of information that you gave, I think these should fit the criteria. If you do get the opportunity to get to Neiman Marcus or Saks in your area, try and get your nose on a few of these brands, if you will. All right. The first one, this one is pretty close to what you were saying. Right? The brand is called Killian. This one is called Moonlight in Heaven. You should be able to see it in a blue bottle, much like this. This is a mango rice milk floral fragrance. It is, I believe it's called unisex, but I would say it's actually unisex, feminine. And like I said, this is a soft, not overpowering, but in my opinion, very attractive, easygoing, and summery scent. That's why I wanted to suggest it, actually. Given your climate, I think you can get a lot of use out of this. I also think it would be a bit more versatile and easy to use for you. It's not too scary, not too off-putting, anything else like that. Just so you can see it very clearly, Moonlight in Heaven. I'm pretty sure that would be available in the Neiman Marcus. This Killian is a brand that's pretty well known. I think you're safe to give this a shot. Like I said, it's a mango, creamy rice milk, white floral fragrance. Very easy to use, easy to approach, and I think it sort of fits the profile that you gave me. The next, and this is for me a darling, but for many in the fragrance space, it's very, very much heralded. I think it also suits what you're looking for, but I think it's even more versatile. Now, this is actually a tea fragrance, and I highly suggest trying to put your nose on this if available at the Neiman Marcus. It's by a brand called Nishane. And this one, I have to give a shout out to EQ and the Cypher Live fragrance group, because they've dubbed it the Wulong Cha Cha Slide. The fragrance is called Wulong Cha. The tea fragrance is based on oolong tea. And this might be my favorite tea fragrance that I've come across of all time. Everything from fig to Lord knows what else. This is very, very attractive. Juicy, white florals, tons of different fruits and everything. I don't really want to get into all of it because it'll just be a little more confusing. But easy to wear, absolutely. Hot summer weather, 100%. You could probably get away with wearing this year round. For me, here in this climate, probably best use in spring, summer, whenever that comes around. But this could easily be a year-round wear for you. Anything that lighter colors, whites, pinks, light blues, lavenders, all that, whatever. This is just easy grab and go. I would call this unisex. I'll leave that up to your interpretation once you smell it, but very, 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 very attractive. Very attractive tea note. Wulong Cha by Nishane. Please, if you could, put your nose on this. Honestly, you do yourself the favor. And yeah, work friendly. Yeah, it's none of those suggestions that I just made overpowering at all. You can take them from a work setting to just going out, grabbing a coffee, any of the above, it'll work and do. That said, based on the just short little tidbits of what I've learned, I think there is something else that I want to suggest that you put your nose on as well. If you get the opportunity and it's available, I want you to go and try and look for the brand called Mind Games. Mind Games at your Neiman Marcus, right? There's one in particular that I think sort of suits your personality based upon what I've seen. But this one, I can't quite say work safe. This one is a bit more playful, a bit more alluring, maybe more suited towards a date night vibe. This one is Mind Games Jadoob, and I don't know if I can get that to focus. There we go. Mind Games Jadoob. Now this is a pomegranate rose fragrance, and it might be one of the most attractive feminine fragrances I've come across in Lord knows how long. Like I said, it's less versatile than those other two, but you said you were looking for something that was alluring. If you get the opportunity and it's there at the Neiman Marcus, this is the route I'd suggest. Gorgeous. Like I said, pomegranate, rose. There's everything else in there. Just remember those two notes. Gorgeous fragrance. But I think best suited, based on the information you gave me, will probably be Killian's Moonlight in Heaven or the Oolong Cha. I personally think you would probably get more use out of the Oolong Cha year round. This is 100 ml. You can find it in a 50 ml. All the above. Now, that said though, that's as far as Neiman Marcus. In general, since I know you're experimenting and checking things out, I feel like I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't also mention a few other brands. Two in particular. I know you love coconut. I do as well. Jasmine, the creamy white florals. I'm there with you. So, that said, I want to suggest two in particular. Now, these are going beyond just the work or the daily wear. This is more, you may have it discussed as a signature scent. For you in particular, because of climate, you will get much more wear out of these than I do. But I would be doing a disservice if I didn't mention one of my favorite coconuts for the summertime, because it's summertime fun. It's summertime fun in a bottle. And I think the bottle will speak for itself. This is called Zaharos Coco Loco. And see that headdress right there? This is based around Rio de Janeiro. It's kind of hard. I think that's a little bit better there. It's more than half gone. There you go. Coco Loco. This is summertime coconut rum drink. Waterside. Probably by a pool with your favorite music playing. Maybe during a vacation, maybe some tiki, whatever the case. This literally, it smells like summertime fun in a bottle. This is Zaharos Coco Loco. It is available. It is also within the same price point as the Oolong Cha, just to give you a reference. But especially for a nighttime date, I think you would very much enjoy this. Next, if I'm going to suggest another coconut fragrance, I have to go with this one. Another one based around tropics. This one's called St. John's. Can I get it to focus? No, I don't think so. It's by the brand called City Rhythm in St. John, Virgin Islands. That's what it's based around. Now, this is a coconut guava pack. There's a lot of different notes and everything to make it up. But is it fun? Absolutely. Is it beautiful? Absolutely. Is it attractive? Absolutely. And you will get much more wear out of these than I do as far as seasonal wearings. Due to your climate, this will work for you. Now, as you can see here, this is some of my favorite things from the brand. You started including those little decorative pieces, bottle bling. But St. John Virgin Islands is literally, imagine taking a trip to those Virgin Islands. That's the best way I can describe it. All those notes that I described earlier encapsulated, and I think it's one of his best releases to date. It's definitely one of my favorites, even though if we look at bottles, it'd probably be Miami, but I have to suggest it simply because coconut suggestions. Now, the last thing that I want to suggest as well is another brand. I like to support small indie niche houses, small businesses, wherever they may be, especially if they're homegrown. But there's a brand that I think is very close to you geographically that I think is worth every penny looking into. I've invested my own money into them a number of times, and I plan on continuing to do so. I'm very comfortable in suggesting you get this discovery set from Day 3 Fragrances because I have yet to find anyone outside of this space, outside of this fragrance space, that doesn't find at least one thing that they absolutely love from the house. Now, again, it's called Day 3 Fragrances, and I'm suggesting to you the Discovery Kit because it's $35, which also contributes to a full bottle should you decide to make a purchase later. So it's sort of like getting a Discovery set for free if you find something that you enjoy, but that's not the main selling point. I suggest it because the $35 includes all those different samples that's in there. I know you're in the mood to try and explore. So let's count. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different fragrances all included within the pack there. I am very comfortable with suggesting it. In fact, I would almost bet money that you would find at least one thing in there that you love. It fits all those niches and categories that you were looking for. So I just wanted to make that little suggestion and a little reference video just for the future so you can come back to if you find at some point in time during your day. I hope it's useful. I hope it makes sense. One more time just to go over everything. While you're at the Neiman Marcus, Killian's Moonlight in Heaven, look for that. Creamy white floral, mango, rice milk. Look for the brand Nishane. There we go. Nishane Oolong Cha. That is the Oolong tea fragrance. And then, of course, my personal suggestion for later on, a bit more fun, playful, alluring, Mind Games Jadoo. Mind Games Jadoo. Those are the Neiman Marcus suggestions. If you have any other questions or anything that doesn't make sense, just feel free to hit me up again, and I'll send you all those information as best I can in trying to help you out with any other further questions. I hope you enjoy your day. I hope it's useful, and take care.
Jail at the Bishop Miller.